Hey, hello. Okay, you may download this worksheet, and now I will teach you how to count from 1 to 99. And you can see that here is 1. However, you can find out here's an empty box here. We don't know what is it. You should know that before 1 there is a number called 0. So we write down 0 here. And then here is 1, and then 2, 3, and then should be 4. We should use blue color because the first one we use red, and then blue, and then red, and then blue, and then red, and then blue. Okay, we continue. After 4 is 5, and then 6, 7, 8, and then 9. This time we use red. After 9, and then 10, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then the next one should be 16. Use blue color. And then 17, 18, 19. And if you don't know what this is, we may look at this horizontal line, and all the number on the left is 2. So we should write down 2. And then we may look at vertically. All the number on the right is 0. So we should write down 0. And we read it as 20. And then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And what is the next one? It should be 20 something. So we write down 2 first. And you can see that vertically on the right part, it is always 7. So we should write down 7, which is 27. And then the next one should be 28, 29. And then the next one is 30. And then the next one is 31. And the next one should be 30 something. So we write down 3 first. And then look at how vertically the right number is always 2. So we write as 32. And then the next one is 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. After 39, what is it? If you don't know, okay, now I tell you, we can see that the left one is always 4 in this row. So we should write down 4 first. And then look at this vertical line, which is this column. We can see that the right number is always 0. So we should write down 0. And we call it as 40. And the next one is 41, 42. And the next one should be 40 something. So we write down 4. And we can see that in this column, the right part is always 3. So we write down 3 here on the right, which is 43. And then 44, 45, 46, 47. And the next one should be 40 something again, which is 40. And we can see that in this column, it is always 8, which is 48. And then 49. And then 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. And the next one should be 50 something again. And we can see that in this column, it is always 5, which is 55. And then 56, 57, 58, 59, and then 60. After 60, what is it? We can look at this row, which is always 6. So write down 6 first. And then in this column, we can see that the right one is always 1. So write down 1 here, which is 61. And then 62, 63. And then the next one, it should be 60 something again, which is 60. And then we can see that in this column, it is always 4, which is 64. And then 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. And then the next one, we can see that in this row, the left number is always 7, so we should write down 7 here. And on the right part, in this column, it is always 0, so it should be 70, and we should read it as 70. 70. And then the next one is 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. And then the next one should be 70 something again. And we can see that in this column, it is always 7 on the right, so we should write down 7 here, which is 77, and then 78, 79, 80, and then 81, and then the next one should be 80 something again, which is 80 watts. We can look at this column, it is always 2, so it should be 82, and then 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, and the next one should be 80 something again, which is 80. And then in this column, the right part is always 9, which is 89. And then the next one, we can look at this row. We can see that the left number is always 9, which is 9. And then in this column, the right number is always 0, which is 90. And then the next one is 91, 92, 93, 94. And then the next one should be 90 something again. We write down 9. And in this column, it is always 5 on the right, so we should write down 5 here, which is 95. And then the next one should be 90 something again. We write down 9 here again. And in this column, it is always 6 on the right, so we should write down 6, which is 96. And then 97. And then the next one should be 90 something again. We write down 9 here. And we can see that in this column, on the right part, it is always 8, which is 98, and then 99. Okay, we finished, but why there are 2 colors, red and blue? Okay, now I explain. Okay, we just read those numbers in blue. The first one is 2, and then 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Those we call them as even number. And now we for those red numbers, now we just read them. The first one is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Those we call it as odd number. That means all numbers in blue are even number. All numbers in red are odd number. And you can see that in the lower part, I prepared some number here from 0 to 9. You may cut them out. And then select 2 of them for your children. Okay, I just randomly select. Okay, this is 2 and this is 5. And we may make them together, and so that here is a 2-digit number, and we may call it as 25. 25. And ask your children what the next 5 numbers are. If your children can just tell you directly, so don't need to use this paper. If they cannot, you can give them this paper and point out the next number of 25 should be 26, and then 27, 28, 29, and then 30. So there are 5 numbers. And then you may reverse the order. Now it becomes 52. Now you may ask your children again for the next 5 numbers. After 52, the next 5 numbers are 53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. Sometimes you may select 9 and then select another big number. For example, 9 and 7. And then ask your children to tell you what the next 5 numbers are. If they can tell you, that means your children is good at math. But if they cannot tell you, you don't need to worry, because they haven't learned what's the next number of 99. If they can just tell you the next number of 97 is 98 and then 99, this is still very good. Thank you. See you next week. 好啦，咁多先。咁咧嗱，而家咧下個禮拜咧就會繼續免費答數啦。咁跟住咧，再下個禮拜咧會繼續幼兒數學嘅。